All right, all my little YouTube motherfuck faces. That's right, it's Validation Boy live stream. December 31st, 2018. To end the fucking year. Let me make an adjustment so that the sound is even better. Yeah, sorry about that. I've noticed that a couple of my shows over time, some sound better than others. I might just have to throw some links out, man. I already got one surprise guest that could potentially show up, maybe not though. I should set up a couple of them. Got three of y'all in here so far. But yeah, so let's just talk about, whatever. What do we got? Okay, first on the fucking docket. Yeah, it's going to be a new year soon. Here we go. All right. So, as some of you know, I came out with a video addressed to Greater Sapien. That's right, I did. And I know he saw it. And I have a funny feeling that right before his Sunday live stream that he always does, I have a feeling that he watched my video right before going live. Or, relatively close to before going live, because it was so funny. He got on the air and he looked so fucking upset. He looked so shook. You know what I'm saying? Or so triggered. One of the two. The thing is, in the video, I called out the fact that, yeah, he made some shit go over a horizon and look like Soundly's bridge. Thing is, though, is that he had to space them all erratically and jam them together real close to each other at the end and create a false illusion. And the fact that the whole thing was set up on what would be, if you extended it out indefinitely, would be a cylinder, not a fucking ball. So at best, he was purporting that we live on a cylinder and having to fake it and use sleight of hand, as he said, to achieve it. And it's on film. It's right there. It's in his own video. His own video debunks itself. You know what I'm saying? So I know he watched it. And then in my video, I said, I know he's going to pretend that he didn't see this video. So what does he do? He immediately pretends, yep, there wasn't any really any response to my video about perspective. There was a great one. And I understand why he doesn't want to respond to it, because of all the vulgarity, all the vileness, all the insults and shit about his little doll collection, and about his selfie stick and everything. But it's it's how it goes, man. You want to be a fucking smug bastard prick, pompous fucking jackass who just unjustifiably fucking pompous jackass who runs around talking all kinds of shit and then like acting like he's so fucking cool. Yeah, dude, someone's gonna come back at you in some way. It's nothing that harmful, It's all in good fun. But the thing is that he doesn't seem to be able to take it. All right, first 5 in the live are as follows. In at number 1, Jed Skeptic Media. In at number 2, They Lie, Ohio. In at number 3, Ed Upside Down Head. In at number 4, someone named Tom Dick. Fuck it. And then at number 5, Angel Raven 444. Cheers, everyone, and Happy New Year to you. Halfway around the globe. Yeah, Jed's already in 2019. Fucking time-traveling bastard. He's somehow existing in the year 2019, yet appearing in the chat of a show that is happening in 2018. Mind blown, right? No, that's why I did this. I did this so that my fucking English, or my European and Asian, I guess, Eastern European, Western Asian listeners might have a chance to exist in 2 worlds at once, 2 years at the same time, Fun with numbers, right? Thing is, so I know he was all shook up, watching that vid and everything. And he at first says, nobody made a response. And then later on he goes into basically responding to my response. Kind of obvious. And talking about sleight of hand with the pylons, or with the what would represent the pylons and stuff like that. And it's just funny. He's just like the top brass of the flat earth. They just refuse to say my name. They're just so scared to say my name. I understand there's the viralness and people are going to go look at it and they're going to see my judgments of him on a personal level. And see, the thing is that that's what bothers him. You know, maybe I'll make a second video saying all the same stuff, but I'll pad it up all nice for him and his fucking, you know, basically retarded fucking listeners, so he can feel safe sending them to watch the Validation Boy video that completely fucking shreds his little fucking cylinder rigged setup demonstration false experiment. And I understand. See, the thing is that he relies on people's emotions and people's need to fit in, desperate need to fit in. And that's as his backing for his whole globe stance, for his justification behind his entire stupid ass channel. Or this is what he sits around doing and shit, you know? And so he does his little, I'm a cool guy, I'm gonna fucking dance to some fucking hip hop jazz music. I'm so fucking cool. And then he fucking cuts back to, you know, and then he's, you know, I'm a smug son of a bitch, and I'm going to tell you how fucking stupid you are, but I'm going to pretend that I'm being really fucking eloquent, even though I'm not really doing anything other than blowing hot smoke straight out my ass, right into the fucking microphone. How good do I look? You know, with his dreads and his vanity and shit, bro. It's like D-Marble all over again, right? Just the vanity of some people out here, dude. It's like Patricia all over again. It's like, who? Name it. The fucking vanity. The fucking vanity. All right, anyways. You have Tartarian listeners? I'll get to tartar later. I'll get to that tartar sauce later. But yeah, so then he basically goes on and tries to, you know, address my concern. And he tries to disguise it and everything, pretend he didn't see my shit. And I understand, but that's what it is. It's just basically, for most people, the whole globe thing and their entire existence of their channel, like Team Skeptic, the entire existence of their channel is just basically like, hey guys, you know, do I fit in? They're the real validation boys. Maybe you guys will one day understand the onion layers of dynamic that goes into the name of my channel. But anyways, all right. So he's all fucking shook up. And he even got to the point where he said, you know, from now on, I'm basically just going to teach. I'm going to teach science and teach the globe because I don't feel like arguing anymore. Yeah, because you can't win the arguments. And you have to just basically be a fucking repeating piece of shit, you know? And that brings me to fucking Team Skeptic. It's unfortunate right now. I guess Timmy had music in his video, but last night I appeared on Tim Osmond's channel. And he had like a 5-hour show. And then one of the first segments was me and Team Skeptic and Tim. And it was really the best part of the show. And he hasn't re-released that yet, but he edited a chunk out of the show and re-released it as a chunk with John LeBon and Team Skeptic. It's rather boring, those two guys. And the section with me and Team Skeptic was fucking fantastic. And I hope Tim's not like scared to put that shit up in its entirety, that segment with me and Team Skeptic. I would really, really, you know, expect him to do it. I think he's going to do it. He said he'd send it to me in private even if he couldn't. So this is not like I'm not trying to call out Timmy or say he's like doing something shady at all. I'm just saying like, really, he should just put the video back up public, at least the segment with me and Team Skeptic. And it was one of the best broadcasts I think Timmy's ever done, guests wise, having guests on there and everything. Because I refined a little bit of my arguments and went face to face with that cuck boy Team Skeptic, you know. And basically, at a certain point, he started describing what his channel means to him and how we should be perceiving it. And he basically admits that he don't have time to research anything or do any kind of experimentation, and that his entire thing is just, you know, and at that point I cut him off and I said, you're basically admitting that you're just a repeating piece of shit. You're a fucking parasite. You're a parasitic fucking parrot boy and shit. And he's like, no. And then of course Tim jumps in and tries to double team by just cutting it off and changing the subject and shit. Tim likes to do that whenever I call his guests out, you know, for the fucking cucks that they are, like with Soundly. I was stomping all over Soundly's fucking throat, and fucking Tim just, you know, kept jumping in and saving the day. But anyways, gotta love Tim Osmond. He's still the best glober out there. He's still the best. He's the top-notch champion of the whole globe scene. He really is. Greater Sapien don't got shit on Tim Osmond. Team Septic don't have fucking jack on Team Osmond. I mean, on Tim Osmond. What am I talking about? Team Skeptic don't have jack on Tim Osmond. Okay. And, Tim Osmond even, pretty much downplays Team Skeptic, in one show with me, and then in another and then when Team Skeptic's on, he's a little bit more nice to him. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that plays out in the future. I know Tim doesn't really take Team Skeptic all that fucking seriously anyways. And I think Tim really greatly enjoys me coming in there and punking out some of his guests sometimes. And Tim did raise a great point last night during the show. And Team Skeptic was talking about making a video about me. And then Tim was like, you really can't actually defeat any of VB's arguments. And it's true. You can't. And that's what being a flat earth conservative, flat earth dogmatist is all about. You can't defeat us. You really can't defeat us. You can't change our minds. You never will. It's a sense of power. Timmy made a commentary video about me the other night and sent it to me like I give a fuck. Heavily edited too. Garbage juice. A comment from Ed Upside Down Head. I know exactly what you're talking about, Ed, because I was there. And he took the whole show down just because of that ending segment. He could have just chopped off the segment where you appeared if he was really that fucking concerned, because the rest of the show, was fucking fantastic. And then you showed up and it was still great. And then he started getting confused. And I don't know. I guess you were trolling him a little bit. You were being a little bit aggressive, but he just, he didn't like that. Tim didn't like that. But, yeah, Team Skeptic. He basically admitted, kind of like with pride, that he's a repeating piece of shit, fucking parrot. And then I called him out and I was like, so basically, without Flat Earth existing, your channel wouldn't exist, and you're a complete and utter fucking parasite. And you make money parasiting off the Flat Earth. And Flat Earthers like myself don't even fucking have their shit monetized. And then there's a bunch that do. That's a whole nother issue. I don't even fucking feel like dealing with that right now. But there's a lot of people out there that are, purely Flat Earth, like 100% Flat Earth only, and their shit's all monetized. I don't know. If you got to throw other things in there if you're going to be monetized. You got to talk about a wide variety of subjects. Then I guess it's more justified to be monetized. If you're someone who talks about politics and Flat Earth and this and that and the other, I guess that's different because you're providing all kinds of information and you are putting time and effort out there. I'm personally not going to monetize, but I can understand how that works. But when channels that come out of nowhere and are strictly Flat Earth or strictly anti-Flat Earth, like Team Skeptic and Greater Sapien and shit, and Sly Sparkane, Shy Sparkly Kane, they're just straight up fucking parasites, man. They're just leeching tumors sitting right there on your fucking organ, like a leeching tumor. That's all you guys are, man. Parasitic, toxic rejects that are meant to be flushed from the symbiotic system of something that's healthy. You're just meant to be flushed. You parasites that make money off this. But anyways, let's see what else. Yeah, okay. And then he wants to run around and do all these physical insults. All the people in his videos and all the people that he talks to in chats that are Flat Earthers. Me too. He was like fucking, insulting me, trying to say this, that, and the other. And being completely ignorant about what he's talking about. And the thing is that it's ironic that the fucking coward little faggot won't show his own fucking fugly ass face. He really won't. He's probably missing teeth. He's probably just a dirty motherfucker. And I caught it. And at one point he was talking about how he has an 18-year-old son and all this shit. And I'm thinking like, damn, you have an 18-year-old son, okay? And you're a toothless cuck boy, fucking sci-fi fag and shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, we don't know about toothless, but we'll see eventually, maybe. And you have an 18-year-old son and you sit on the internet going, fucking idiot, ding, fucking idiot, you're a fucking idiot, ding. Like, you have an 18-year-old son, bro? I don't know what's worse, him or Greater Sapien being in his fucking early 70s and shit, and fucking, but a Flash doll and a fucking Black Panther doll and shit, and like playing. I don't know if he really does do that, But then he started grabbing his dolls off the wall. I made this, I made this. Wow, it's like pretty obvious that he watched my shit. I know you watched my shit, Greater Sapien, and I'm glad you did. I'd love for you to be able to fucking be man enough to just respond to the fact that your experiment represents a fucking cylinder and you had to space the fucking pylons out erratically to achieve the fucking false fucking biased fucking result that you wanted to achieve. So if anyone can make a clip of this or send this link to him, he's been called out just on that. I don't care about his other things. Yeah, I'm sitting here wearing a fucking professional wrestling fucking t-shirt. I'm a fucking fanboy for pro wrestling. So you want to make fun of me for that? Fine. Many people have before. I don't even care. I don't even care. So if that's what it takes, you know. Ed says, no, the first drunk stream and won't be the last. Timmy made a commentary. Oh, yeah. Well, me and Tim had a late night conversation one on his channel, and he was completely fucking pissed drunk. And I edited that shit down, and I tried to make him sound as good as possible. And I'm sure he recognized that. I'm just now revealing that. But it was still a good chat. It was called Late Night Chat with Globe Priest Fundy, Timothy Osmond. And yeah, he was definitely sloshed. But Ed, you know you were fucking sloshed as fuck when you came on there the other night. You know you were, bro. So, I mean, like, you can't blame Timmy because he was already, like, in a trickery mood, and you just came in guns blazing, just shooting in all fucking directions. Everyone had to fucking duck and shit. Whoa. But, you know, it's all good. All right, so fucking, where's my fucking shit? Okay. Repeating piece of shit. Won't show his own face. Yeah, show your own fucking face, dude. He's scared, man. Let's see. He's a fucking 100% fucking coward until he shows his fucking face. What a little hypocrite. No, I'm too smart to show my face. No, you're too much of a fucking pussy. Show us your face. Do some talking on camera. Team skeptic. Until then, you know, you really can't even be taken seriously. Definitely, I mean, maybe as a YouTube jokester, yeah, that's about it though. But as a man in the real world, IRL, you definitely are not someone to be taken seriously. You got an 18-year-old kid and you sit around with a fucking bell on the internet, dude. Probably some white trash fucking bomb. Peanuts Clark, VB, 2019 gonna be good. I think 2019 is gonna be like super fucking dark. Super dark. 2017 was crazy. 2018 started all bright. And for most of this year, the whole Flat Earth community, Flat Earth scene has been in like kind of a scorned recoil position. The whole scene, including the Globers, including the Flat Earth Conference fucktards, including all them, those fake Christians like Robbie Davidson, the big blue man, the big blue alien man, fucking demons and shit. You know, they got their fucking, like Flat Earth Reset said, they got their fucking occult conferences and they're all connected to each other. You know, they got the whole Bigfoot thing going. Get out of here. Fucking scorned fucking recoil. You know? Yeah. So anyways, fuck boy won't show his fucking face. Okay, yeah. So then I decided to clean out my channel. There's a lot of videos that I had taken out a long time ago and put on private. But now I just went ahead and just erased them off the channel. So there's no, you know, way anyone can ever link to them. And I know there's going to be some people that are, you know, that are resentful because some of their favorite videos and stuff are like gone to the, you know, to the digital graveyard, never to return, you know. But Robbie Davidson just sees dollar signs. Yep, that's it. That's all he sees. John Watson, oi, oi, good to have you. Peanuts Clark. So, Jed says, you were pretty sloshed that night, Ed. Oh, I was ripped for sure. LOL. Oh, then he says, not the first drunk stream and won't be the last. Yeah, but it was still good. You just came in there guns blazing, and I just don't think anyone was ready for it. I stuck with you to the end, but in the end, it was getting so late I had to go eat. Or I had to go to sleep or something. I don't remember what it was. It was one of those two things. It was like imperative. And Timmy had left his own fucking show. He just like left the show and left us. It's kind of funny. Fuck it. Ed says, I unsubbed from everyone except VB and Jed. Too many two-faced bitches out here. You guys are real. You probably stayed sub to Rusted Soul, right? Happy New Year's, VB, says John Watson. Right back at you. Oh, yeah, you're already in 2019. And once again, John Watson is somehow existing in the year 2019, yet participating in a live show that is occurring in the year 2018. Oh! His missus is rattling. Well, Rusted is my homie, yeah. So yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of fake bitches out there, dude. A lot of fake motherfuck faces, bro. A lot of fake little motherfuck faces out there. And yeah, I mean, I'll get to that in a minute. Shit. So anyways, I fucking had vid removals, you know, and in mass. I used to have a video called Pulse Hoax Payouts. And, you know, I took it down and put it on private like over a year ago because it was just like almost fucking damn near slanderous, you know. I was like bashing on the fucking gays and all that shit. I really was. And it was just like, damn, I'm surprised this shit didn't get taken down by YouTube in the first place because it was talking about how the whole thing was fucking fake. And then I was just insulting gay people. Like it's hardcore and shit. But, you know, it had 2.8K fucking views. Probably should have just left that bitch up, you know. Probably if on the trajectory that particular video had been on, had I left it up, it probably would be one of those 10, 20K videos. You know, I think it was on that trajectory, and that subject matter was very, very, you know, like the Christina Grimmie video. That shit's got a couple thousand views going. But anyways, I'm here to witness Jed's time travel. Flat Earth don't have shit on this. That's what Ohio says. Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I could throw links. Guys. Just let me know, man. But only if a group of us are in here. But I don't even know if I want to do that. Maybe I won't do that. You know, let me just have some fucking, you know, every time I have a guest, I want to do several live streams by myself after that. Because I love having guests on, but usually when I have a guest on, usually it's because I don't have as many ideas as I want and I need someone to kind of like feed off of for subject matters, you know, but I still want to go live. Still want to provide content to the viewers, you know. But I removed a bunch of fucking videos and they just had no point anymore. A lot of them were fucking outdated. A lot of them were really outdated and obsolete at this point. John Watson feels woozy. John Watson's feeling woozy, and so's Jed. Jed, you're feeling woozy. Don't stare at the screen too closely. Jed, you're getting woozy. All right. Back to the notes. Oh yeah, the videos, I had to get rid of them. Fuck it. I streamlined my fucking channel. I lost a lot of view count, but I don't care, bro. I don't care. In reality, I'm just refining, and I want my best foot forward. We've been joined by OJ McBaggins, and he says, titty sprinkles. Mm-hmm. See, Ohio's curious. Jed, how's it feel to be in 2 years at the same time, 2 times at once? Queen of Scots vid. I don't know what that is. John Watson put a lot of booze down in the last 2 hours. Peanuts Clark, your type of content shows a reflection of the vibration level you're on. What's that mean? Is that an insult? Well, here's the thing. So, okay, I was looking back, you know, and a lot of my shit was obsolete. And then I look back at the shit that I do like to keep up, you know. And you got to think about it. In this last year, I basically made the huge connection, you know, and it's really an extremist Christian connection that I guess God blessed me and showed me this. You know, in the flat earth scene, there was just all this, or maybe it was 2017 that this really started happening though. But 2018 was the year of the GPV on VB's channel, you know? And I made that connection in the flat earth scene. There was all of a sudden this really like sickeningly fucking parasitic feminist cancer that was taking over the scene. It was just like on its way. It was on its way. And I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? And I started realizing, I started looking at all these obscure live stream hangouts and monitoring the community as best as I could, I think, or not as best as I could, but you know, what I was willing to do, as much monitoring as I was willing to do. And I was finding, you know, these flat earth channels with these women and then their parasitic fucking evil fucking agendas and shit. And like they were starting to push this GPV worship kind of like meme, and all the men were becoming like little soy boy cucked out white knight kind of type guys, you know, for the women in the scene. And I just saw it taking over, and I just put my foot down, and that's what I've been focusing on. And I think I've done a lot of fucking damage, or a lot of curing, however you want to fucking look at it. Done a lot of damage to the GPV meme that was about to fucking take over the flat earth scene. And I realized, damn, man. And not only that, I connected the fact that the globe is strictly artistic. It's a strictly artistic thing. And so therefore it's an artistic interpretation of the thing that is the most female of all times. And that is the pregnant belly, you know? And then what do they call Mother Earth? What do they call Earth? They call her Mother Earth, Gaia. So once again, the globe is nothing more than an artistic interpretation of the pregnant belly of Gaia. And it's anti-creator. It's anti-Jesus. It's demonic. It's Gaia worship. It's paganism. It's Hinduism and shit like that, basically, almost in a way. It's female worship. It's fucking, it's the creation, not the creator. Okay? And I'm not saying that men are more divine than women at all. I'm saying that there's God, and then there's human beings. And then some human beings want to take the female half of our race and pretend that they are deity, or that they are more holy than the men of the human race. Okay? And that's bigger than any race issue, or bigger than any left-wing, right-wing issue that divides people. That's the biggest one. It's like men and women. And I'm personally not going to stand for a fucking society that just swings hard to the fucking beat of the GPV fucking drum. Because then, you know, society will truly crumble. Liggity fucking split. Yeah. And there's leftists, there's Zionists, okay? There's Jesuits. There's all these people that are trying to make that happen. And Flat Earth is the most hardcore, one of the most hardcore truth scenes that is, you know, publicly accessible. And you don't have to be like a member of a secret society to be deep down in this rabbit hole, you know, kind of a thing. And I'm not going to let radical fucking female worship and GPV worship infiltrate this fucking scene. The people in this scene are way too good to be subjected to that kind of cuckery and fuckery. Okay? That's how it's going to go down. Oh, have you looked into more of the mud fuckery? I'll get into that. Trust me, I will. So the GPV Globe Gaia connection, it's actually fucking huge. It's actually fucking huge. And it's just as huge as the intangible sky argument, which after 2 years of me, 2.5 years of me talking about it, has finally caught on. And now the upper top echelon, your Phuket Word and all these people, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. I know he's like famous. He's been around for a long time. But now they're using the intangible sky argument. Now apparently Dell and all his people are all talking about intangible science and all this stuff. And, you know, yeah, Dell has every right to go in on what's tangible and what's not tangible. I can't ever take that from Dell. But his whole posse, and then Anthony Riley and Nathan and Arwen. Yeah, I mean, okay. But they're all on it. But that doesn't even matter. They're not even at the higher levels. It's just the intangible sky argument is the roadblock. It is the unbeatable. It is the undefeated fucking argument, okay? And the top people are using it, and they're not giving me any credit. That's fine. But it's just crazy how me, personally, Validation Boy, is literally the guy who has come up with some of the deepest shit. Not the guy, because Dan Pratt's fucking crazy awesome. But there's a couple key things, okay, that I've come up with in this whole scene. And these things have basically become foundation pieces of the culture of the YouTube flat earth scene. Okay, and the intangible sky argument is one of them. And now, wait, what were we talking about? Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. And now I've also come to the fucking realization just by pure thought, okay? The fact that particles cannot be isolated from one another. So any alleged experiment like the double slit that claims to fucking shoot individual electrons out of electron guns, or same thing as CERN, okay? Well, guess what? Those particles that they claim that they're isolating and shooting out of a gun, okay? They're not. They're just, once that particle that they somehow isolated inside the gun to then be shot, give me a fucking break. But once it hits the air or whatever, it's now in a medium. It's now in space-time. And it's still in space-time when it's in the gun, so it can't even be separated. And if it's in the gun, then it's touching the matter that comprises the gun. You can't isolate particles and shoot them places and shit, okay? Once it touches the particles of the air, it's going to do what it's going to do. It's all connected. So they're not shooting anything anywhere. It's all lies. It's completely fucking fake. The entirety of quantum physics is literally based on complete in-your-face bullshit. For any of it to work, the particles they're doing experiments on would have to be isolated and then measured and observed. But guess what? Oh, you can't isolate them, so you can't observe them as an individual particle. And it's the same thing as these wave probabilities that show up on slit experiment fucking result boards. It doesn't matter. It's all just particles and shit. There's no such thing as this wave particle fucking duality where particles are shifting between states. Okay? There's just literally space-time and then whatever's not part of space-time, which basically you have to assume is the creator. It's God. There's really no logical way around this. Okay? And, if you read Psalms and Proverbs in the Bible, parts of it touch on that. You just have to be able to understand. You just have to be able to see, have the eyes to see. And God will give you the eyes to see if you really have good intention. And you're really, really actually looking for wisdom. Some people like to look for answers to specific problems in the Bible. And yeah, that's good. And yeah, I've done it myself. But, when you really just want to experience wisdom and just learn. And that's when you go into the Bible and start reading it with a purpose, with truly good intentions. You just might get that tingle up your spine. You just might get touched by God. Just saying. And it can be a really, really nice feeling. So it's huge that I made that connection between Gaia. And eventually that is going to fucking catch on too. And it's going to be, a year from now, all the top channels are going to be talking about how the globe is merely an artist's representation of the pregnant belly of Mother Earth Gaia. That's just how it's going to be. And just let it be known. Hopefully people remember that there was this guy that fucking came up with the entire fucking concept from scratch. Okay? From scratch. Okay? And really, it was a blessing from God, from Jesus. I can't really even take the credit for it. But as far as this whole scene, I can take the credit for it. It's just funny. I'm just predicting. All right. So also in 2018, I got mixed up with the wrong crowd and I regretted it. But I'm trying to part ways and I don't want to do any more harm. And I hope it seems like that's a reciprocated kind of a thing. So God's blessings to you guys, my former enemies. All right. And you all know who you are. It's the SS boys in the fucking house. And, on this new year, may God bless you all. Let's see here. Okay. Now the mud flood, there's a guy named John Levi and he talks about the mud flood, but he also talks about these Westworld looking fucking city streets that are out in the middle of the desert that are 5 times the size of Las Vegas, and he shows you all these streets, and it either looks like it's a city that's going to be built in the future, and those are the roads that they've already laid out, or it's an ancient city that got scorched off the face of the fucking flat earth, and Jed says, Mother Earth, Father Sky, be fair, BV. Be fair, VB. No. Those would both be false. Those would both be false. From my staunch position of Christian faith, I would have to say that those would both be false. But you're more welcome to say it. No problem. But anyways, so as far as the mud flood, now, it got me thinking. As I've told you guys before, there was a segment of time in my life when I was being pursued by these fucking Mormons. They really wanted me to be in their church because I was a young, male with fitting a whole bunch of very particular demographics that they were interested in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And no, I didn't mean to do that right now. Sorry. Fuck. Damn it. All right. Sorry. But yeah, I fit a certain number of demographics that they were looking at recruiting, basically. And I just ended up not being part of their whole thing, But they were really involved, and they were trying to convince me to do this, do that, and the other. And I just resisted. But, I tried to maintain a friendly, thing with this group of people. But it was just a very odd, fucked up, weird situation. Anyways, so I learned a little bit about the history of the fucking Mormons while they were trying to, court me. And I was like, well, hold on. And I would research the shit out of it. And, in the Mormon religion, they say that Jesus came to the Americas, and they say that there was these massive civilizations of Levites and Nevites and shit like that, which were their fucking, their people. And that there's this whole untold massive history of the United States. And it's kind of funny. It's like, could these big cities be the ancient Levite cities? Could the Mormons actually be telling somewhat of the truth? Or are Mormons once again, just a scam, and these streets out here maybe even built by Mormons just so they could do this scam? And it might just be that the mud flood and lost civilization shit type experience or type of content might just all be Mormon propaganda on some really next level shit, some Inception level shit. 4D chess justification for Mormon system of beliefs. So everybody out there, if you're interested, go check out their little Mormon claims about the history of what happened in America according to their religion, and their weird ass twin Jesuses that they have and stuff like that. Yeah, twin Jesus and stuff. No, mud flood. That's what I'm talking about. Mud flood. Well, okay, so maybe mud flood and ancient civilizations like that, maybe they don't tie in, but okay, you're right. But maybe the mud flood thing. Here's the thing I was thinking, and I said this to Jed during our show, and I'm just like reconsidering and looking back, and my first instinct might actually be correct. The whole Tartarian thing brings into question European glory. Now, Jed has put out some videos recently. I haven't actually watched the longer one that's an hour yet, but he says, look at his area of Scotland is untouched by the mud flood. So what's up with that? Maybe it is bullshit. And see, the thing is, if they can say that there was this Tartarian civilization that was wiped out, and then all the Europeans and all the Europeans came in and claimed all these epic structures that might have been by a non-European race, might have been actually created by a non-European race, then it discredits all of Europeans' achievements in architecture and culture. So it could be possible that mud flood is an anti-white 4D chess move. It's anti-white propaganda, anti-European. And it's basically like trying to discredit Europeans for all that beautiful architecture that we built. because some of the guys in there they love talking about how, oh, the building only existed for 23 years and then it was torn down. Huh, look, I bet it was actually much, much older. And since it had technology, blah, 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 they decided to tear it down to cover it up. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a real sexy argument, But at the same time, completely discredits European achievement and the achievement of one of the higher IQ segments of the human race and their achievements. You know what I'm saying? It really does. Talmud flood. We have questions, says Talmud flood. And then there's the whole thing about the biblical flood, but why wouldn't the mud flood be referred to as the flood? Instead, he calls it a mud flood. And then is it some kind of weird racist thing that he's suggesting? I don't know. See, there's something behind mud flood. It's not just what it seems on the surface. Plus the fact that every time Timmy has had me on his show and asked me to describe mud flood to a guest or Jed or whoever it is, it's like, well, let me break it down. There's like 5 subsectors of the whole fucking conspiracy. There's like, the ancient civilizations fucking angle. There's this angle. But in the end, I'm thinking, so these Tartars, maybe they're claiming that these Tartars were some kind of other breed, But in the end, what it really does is it takes but it doesn't make sense because Europe has European people in it and it has all the architecture. And it's the place that was wiped out by the mud flood, if there was one. Okay. But then white people, European people came and repopulated that area again. So maybe it's all just European, and Europeans do deserve the credit that these mud flood people might be trying to strip away from us. Okay, that's what I got to say about mud flood right now. That's the place I'm at with mud flood right now. And yeah, it's a fucking new year here in a couple of hours. Obviously, I'm not going to be on at that point. But yeah, Phuket Word's taking my shit. Oh, Antonio Subrats is basically just, still a cunt. He's a cunting fucking cunt. Fuck. And most of the people in this scene on both sides, most of the people, excluding my friends, the people I associate with, all the other people though, most of them are just fucking children, man. They're just fucking like little children, man. I see them, just the way that they fucking act, in their little fucking live stream chats and stuff like that. And I see people like stealing each other's content and then like giving each other strikes for it and stuff. And then stealing their own content back on each other. It's all fucked up, man. Everyone's just fucking. I can't believe some of the shit that's being done to like Timmy. I can't believe some of the shit that's being done to fucking Dan Pratt right now. It's disgusting, man. People out there, and Antonio and shit. Do I have to even go on? I don't even like talking about the guy. But yeah, basically fuck you. Still fuck you. You're just pompous. You're creepy. You're cringy. You have too many subscribers. You don't represent Flat Earth well. You don't represent me as a Flat Earther, Antonio Subrats. Screw you. Screw you, Glowbusters. Screw you, Jaren. Screw you, fucking Morgile. Screw you, fucking Mark Sargent. Screw you, let's say it, Patricia Steer. Screw you, fucking, who else we got out there? Who else is there? Fuck it. Screw you, Anthony Riley. I don't like you. Feels good to get it off my chest. Sewer Rats is full of shit. Screw you, fucking Greater Sapien. Screw you, Team Skeptic. Mark Taylor, Kurt Water. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. No, really, fuck them guys. I haven't talked to them in a while though. But Mark Taylor's actually been pretty cool with me in Gem's fucking chat. Wow, going out with a bang. Fucking who else? Oh, fuck you, Karen B. You're a fucking creep. Moderator of the year. Lest we forget, Validation Boy won a Flatty this year. You motherfuck faces. Ooh, if you can't tell the difference between an inverted hairy cock and a fanny, why listen, yo? The twat. Why listen to the twat? You didn't mean to say yo, you meant to say two. Peanuts Clark, I like that day you went off on curved water. Oh yeah. An Archimedean I made a video called Validation Boy Wisdom, and it's on my channel. You can look at it and you can find it under my playlist called Validation Boy Appearances. It's at the bottom. It's called Validation Boy Wisdom by Archimedean I, and it's a finely edited recap of that. And anyone who's, I think it was episode 45 or something like that. If you just want to watch the whole episode, it was early on. He's in the 700s now, 700s. Mark Taylor is a gentleman. Yeah, sometimes. OJ McBaggins. LOL, screw you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, man. Screw them all, man. Fuck them all, bro. Fuck them all and fucking no regrets, bro. Some people out there that, fuck you. Just fuck you. Fuck you, eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? Fucking moderator of the year. Just disgusting, man. These people are just like, they're fucking children, dude. They're just children. And they got this racket going where they make money, bro. That's what Flat Earth has become, dude. It's fucking gross, dude. It's so gross now. So cringy and shit. That's why it should have been Flat Earth conservative the whole time. Then it could just been limited to fucking cool, badass dudes like me, cool, nice little spaces like this. And we would have to listen to these fucking faggots like fucking Team Skeptic or on their fucking disgusting little toothless white trash fucking gibble gobble fucking mouth and shit, dude. Gish galloping fucking cuck boy fucking bullshit that he even admits is nothing but parroting fucking parasitic, repeating piece of shit content. Admitted it with pride. I can't wait till Timmy either gives me access to that show or puts it up like a real man. Because I know Tim's the man, and I know he does not. He has thick skin. And just like Validation Boy, Tim has the balls to put things out there like that. So I know he's going to. We have faith in you, Timmy. We know you're a real man. So there's all that, And then there's, the stories of, there's literally, Hans is right. There's literally transgender people everywhere. I delivered to the hospital today, and a young female walked up with like her mom and grandma or something, and it was crystal clear, 1,000% obviously a female, and they had the like overdosing on the hormones so they could have the real splotchy beard and stuff, and it looked like pubic hair, and it looked like it was glued on and stuff. And then there's her skin underneath it was just complete girl skin, and she weighed like, 80 fucking pounds, had, wider hips, but was wearing like, Thug Life fucking pants and a big shirt. But then had these wrists that were like the size of a fucking broomstick and shit. But then this splotchy pubic hair boy beard. And once they walked up, they had to walk past me. They were going to where I was. And I'm just like looking around at people. I'm bored. I'm waiting for the customer to show up. And this people come by and I see it and I made eye contact with it. And then immediately looked in the hip region. And I was like, yeah. And I just kind of made like a, fucking creep, you disgusting abomination in the sight of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You fucking disgusting fucking monster and shit. Yeah, I made that kind of a face. And after that, the thing, it just couldn't, it wanted to just cry and shit because it knew that I knew. I was so embarrassed. It's like, why the fuck are you trying to do that to yourself? What the fuck are you trying to do? And then, then there's this one. It's a dude, Motherfucker puts on a full face of makeup, sits there and does the voice training. And when I deliver to it, it says, thanks, or something. And it's the only thing it can say that even vaguely kind of sounds like a female voice. And it's a full face of makeup, full stupid ass girl hair, fucking hairdo and shit, and clothes and everything. And it's like an 80-pound dude. And you can see the 5 o'clock shadow underneath the makeup. It's the most, and it's like, man, I wish and I hope and pray to God that I could just like let another driver take that. I don't want to be within 10 feet of things like that. Demons, fucking subhuman fucking demons like that. I don't want to be near them or physically like have to like look at them or like have to exchange something. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. These fucking things, man. These fucking things, man. Why does that have to exist? Why do these things exist, man? How is that possible? Why don't you just wish it could just be, we could just have that one thing? You know, but no, every single fucking item that comprises the fabric of our reality, every single fucking thing has to be inverted by Satan. Every fucking aspect of our existence has to be inverted by fucking Satan. Those inversions, I associate them with people like Team Skeptic and Greater Sapien and Slice Barcane, these fucking demons and shit. I'm not saying that these people are transgendered people or anything like that. But the nature of it, that inverted demonic fucking nature of it. These people have these fucking evil fucking ooze in their soul. Okay. $20,000. 2018 has been fucking fantastic. Humble yourself before your creator. Realize that God came here in the flesh. Jesus Christ died and came back to life to show you that he is real and that when you die, you are going to have to meet with him. Humble yourself, and may Jesus Christ bless all you. This has been the last live stream of 2018 for Validation Boy, and has taken place on December 31st, 2018. See you next year.